Hey guys, welcome to Football Fantasy 11, your ultimate fantasy football guide. Today we are going to talk about English Premier League match between Ipswich Town and Manchester United. Today, Manchester United is playing under their new coach Ruben Amorim, and he will be looking to have a winning start for his United career. Till now, they have played one match between each other, and in that, Manchester United have won 3-0 against Ipswich. This game will be played in Portman Road, that is Ipswich hometown. United have scored 12 goals in the last 5 matches. When it compares to Ipswich, they have scored only 7 goals in their previous 5 matches. And the funny fact is that Ipswich haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 7 matches. And both United and Ipswich have only scored 12 goals in their 11 matches in this league. Actually, United was on a poor run of form under their previous coach, but under Ruud van Nistelrooy, they had a pretty good run of form. And all those 12 goals comes in their last 5 matches. In that, one was in their Europa League campaign, but that in their recent matches, actually they were in a very good run of form with scoring goals. That's because of the Ruud van Nistelrooy effect. And when it comes to Ruben Amorim, their new coach, they will be looking to have more goals because he is coming from Sporting, where the Sporting were in a stunning form, in a stunning goal scoring form. So, can they replicate that in Manchester United? We will check that out. Now, we will look into the league positions of both United and Ipswich. Ipswich currently is in the 19th and they are batting the relegation. They have won only 1, drawn 5, lost 5. And they are scoring at a rate of 1.09 goals per match. And they are conceding at a rate of 2 goals per match. When it comes to Manchester United, they are currently 12th in the league. They have won 4, drawn 3, lost 4. And they are scoring at a rate of 1.09 goals per match. And they are conceding at a rate of 1.09 goals per match. That means they have scored 12 and they have conceded 12 goals. Now, we will see how the recent form of both Manchester United and Ipswich are, and we will check who are their main goal threats. Now, when it comes to Ipswich in the last 5 matches, Ipswich defeated Tottenham 1 goals to 2. Ipswich end up in a draw with Leicester 1 goals to 1. Ipswich were being defeated by Brentford 4 goals to 3. Ipswich were being defeated by Everton 2 goals to 0. West Ham defeated Ipswich 4 goals to 1. That means they could only won 1 match in their previous 5 and drawn 1 and lost all the other 3. When it comes to the goal stat, Delap with 6 goals, Zamodix with 3 goals, Morsi with 1 goal, Hurst with 1, Davis with 1. When it comes to assist, Davis with 2 assists, Mosby with 1, Hurst with 1, Delap with 1, Hudson and Johnson each with 1 assist. Now we're going to check out how the Manchester United were been performing. In the last 5 matches, United defeated Leicester 3 goals to 0. United defeated PAOK, that's in the Europa League, 2 goals to 0. United end up in a draw with Chelsea 1 goal to 1. United outclassed Leicester 5 goals to 2. That was in the EPL Cup, and from there onwards, the Ruud van Nistelrooy era starts, and that's why they were been scoring a lot. And previously, they were being defeated by West Ham 2 goals to 1. So from there onwards, means in the last 5, they have actually won 3 matches, lost 1 match, and drawn 1 match. And when it comes to the goal stat, Garnacho topped the list with 3, Fernandes with 2, Amad Diallo with 1, Casemiro with 1, Zirkzee, Rashford and Højlund each with 1 goal each. When it comes to assists, Bruno Fernandes with 3 assists, Diallo with 2, Rashford with 1, Dalot and Garnacho each with 1 assist. So these are the recent performance of both teams. Now we will check who are the key players of both Ipswich as well as for United. For Ipswich, Delap, who is on a good run of form, when we compare the goal scoring, he is a must pick for your team. Then Samodix is their second most goal scorer. And L. Davis, even though he is a defender, he have provided most number of assists for Ipswich. And he is a must pick option in this particular match. Then when it comes to Mosby, who is a midfielder who can give you point for his defensive skills but have the ability to provide goals and assists. Hutchinson or Johnson, I don't go with both. I will prefer either one of them in the midfield as he have the ability to provide assist. I don't think that both will provide assist in this particular match. So either one you can choose. Then Hurst or Chapley are both midfield players who have the ability to score or even assist. I'm not sure whether they are going to start this match. If they start, then you can actually prefer them also. Now we will check who are the key players of United. Garnacho is a top scorer for United. He's a must pick. Then Bruno Fernandes, even though he was having a bit of low kind of a start in his particular season, means when we compare to the Bruno Fernandes level, he is playing at a 2 or 3 levels before, means in the start of the season. But now he have found his form, so he is a must pick in your team. Then Rashford or Amad Diallo, either one I will choose. But when it comes to Ruben Amorim, I think that Rashford could be played as a center forward and Amad Diallo could be a winger. In that particular case, you can add both, but if it's based on the starting lineup, if Rashford is playing, you can pick him. If Amad Diallo is playing, you can pick him. If both of them are playing in this Ruben Amorim setup, then you can prefer both Rashford and Amad Diallo. And Zirkzee or Højlund, who are the center forwards for United. If Rashford plays as a center forward, then both Zirkzee and Højlund won't be playing. If Rashford is playing as a winger, then Zirkzee and Højlund will be playing. And if in that case, that center forward is a must pick. Whoever is in the starting lineup as a center forward for United, they will be a must pick because Ruben Amorim structure everything across that center forward. As you can see that for that Sporting CP side, you know, Guy Carras is having a brilliant season as a center forward. So in this Ruben Amorim setup, center forward will have a key role. So if Zirkzee, Højlund or Rashford, in these three, whoever is playing as a center forward, you have to pick him. And when it comes to the defensive side, Mazurai and Dalot both will be playing as an attacking wing backs. Ruben Amorim prefer back 5 option. In that particular case, both Mazurai and Dalot will be pushing up front and both will be key in this United side. Then when it comes to the defensive or the midfield option, both Casemiro and Ealing are both goal threat in the set pieces and they can provide you points in the defensive side as well. So these are the key players and now we will go into the team. You know that I don't pick a single team for the Fantasy Dream 11. I prefer adding different scenarios and based on that picking the team. And my scenarios are Manchester United winning 1-0 against Ipswich, then Manchester United winning 2-3 or 2 or 3 goals against Ipswich by keeping a clean sheet, then Ipswich scoring a single goal and United scoring 2, 3, 4 goals, and United ending up with Ipswich 1-1 or 2-2, then Manchester United winning Ipswich in a close encounter with a single goal margin like 2-1 or 3-2. Now we move on to the first scenario where Ipswich will be defeated by Manchester United 1-0. And in that particular case, I will add 4 defenders of United and 1 from Ipswich. And those 4 will be Mazurai, Dalot, Evans, Dilling. Evans or even Martinez, whoever is playing in the starting lineup, you can prefer him. And L. Davis from the Ipswich side. If you think that Ruben Amorim setup as a 5 defensive option, then you have to put all 5 and you can skip Davis from the defensive side because all 5 United players could give you defensive points as well as point for clean sheet. And your vice captain choice could be Mazurai as well, as he could provide you attacking threats. Even you can prefer Dalot as your vice captain choice as well. When it comes to midfielders, Bruno Fernandes could be your captain or even vice captain choice because he can be a goal threat. If United win a penalty, he will be the one who is going to take that penalty also. So Bruno Fernandes is a must pick. Then Garnacho or Diallo, whoever is playing, you can prefer them as an another midfield option. Then Mosby from Ipswich is a must pick. Then you can prefer either Johnson, Hudson or Delap. All these three, in this three you can prefer either one. Don't put all these three options. You can prefer either one. If United play with 5 defenders, then you can skip Davis from the defenders and you can prefer going with Johnson and Hutchinson in that particular case. But if you prefer that Ipswich could have a shot on target also, then Delap could be a one who can provide you more points compared to Johnson or Hutchinson. Please keep that in mind. And my keeper will be Murich, who is an Ipswich goalkeeper. He's in a stunning form as he have the most goal saved in this particular season. Now we move on to the next scenario where United scoring 2 or 3 goals against Ipswich and keeping a clean sheet. In that particular case, I prefer only 3 defenders. If United play with 5 defenders, then I go with 4 defenders. Or else I keep 3 defenders only. Keep that in mind. If United plays 5, then you can prefer 4. If United plays 4 defenders, then you can prefer 3. My 3 defenders will be Mazurai, Dalot and Dilling. And my midfields of if United play with 5, then you can add Martinez also in this particular lineup. And my midfield option will be Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho or Diallo, Mosby, Johnson or Hutchinson from Ipswich. And my attackers will be Højlund, Sirki, Rashford and Delap. Please note that if this Amorim prefer Rashford as a centre forward, then you can skip both Højlund and Sirki. In this Amorim setup, the front 3 will be the key players for United along with a midfield option. So whoever is playing in the front 3, that will be must pick in this particular scenario. So you can go with Højlund, Sirki or Rashford, whoever is playing as a centre forward, and you can prefer him as a captain as well. Bruno Fernandes will be your next captain choice along with Garnacho or Diallo. Whoever is playing, you can prefer him. And my keeper will be Murich. And I will prefer Delap from Ipswich side also in this particular setup. Now I move on to the next scenario where Ipswich scoring a single goal against 2, 3 or 4 goals from United. That means United will be scoring a lot. In that particular case, I prefer only 2 defenders or 2 or 3 defenders from United. If it's 4-1, then I could prefer even 3 defenders from United. But if it's 3-1 or 2-1, I could prefer 2 defenders from United and 1 from Ipswich. And that 1 defender could be L. Davis because L. Davis could provide assist or even can provide you with goals. So he's a must pick from Ipswich side in this particular case. And I will switch between Dilling or Davis. If it's 4-1, then I go with Dilling. If it's 3-1 or 2-1, then I go with Davis. My midfield option will be same as to my previous one. Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Diallo, Mosby, Johnson or Hutchinson. Then Delap or Smodix I will add in this particular lineup because if that 1 goal will be from Delap, I will prefer him. As Smodix is also a goal threat, so I could prefer him also if that 1 goal will be from Smodix. So I can switch between Delap or Smodix in that particular case. My another attacker will be Højlund or Sirki or even Rashford. Now I move on to the next scenario where Ipswich scoring 1 or 2 goals against 3 or 4 goals against United, like 3-1 or 4-2. That could be a scenario. In that particular case, I go with 1 defender of Ipswich and 2 defenders of United. I have put that as a 4. That was mistake, but 2 defenders from United and 1 from Ipswich. That's must because don't add all 3 from United because L. Davis could be a key from Ipswich side as he could provide you with goals and assists. So L. Davis is a must along with Dalot or Dilling from United, Mazurai from United. My midfield option will be Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho or Diallo. If both are playing, add both because the front 3 will be the key for Ruben Amorim setup. Then Mosby, Johnson, Hutchinson or Smodix from Ipswich, Delap, Rashford, Højlund or Sirki from United. If Ipswich scores 2, then I prefer going with both Smodix as well as Delap in this particular lineup. If they end up only with one goal, then I prefer with Delap only. I don't put Smodix to score in this particular game. If the goal is one goals against three, if Ipswich score two, then I go with both Delap and Smodix. Now we move on to the final scenario where Ipswich end up draw with United like 1-1 or 2-2. In that particular case, my team will be similar to the previous one. Mazorai, Dalot or Delict from United, L. Davis from Ipswich. Then from my midfield choice will be Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Diallo. Then Mosby, Johnson, Hutchinson or Smodix from Ipswich. Either one from these three. Then my attackers will be Honjant, Zirki, Rashford and Delap. As I told you that how Robin Amorim works. So everything will be around that front three. Center forward will be the key. Then both wing backs will be the key if they go with 5-man defense. Dalot and Masurai will be the more attacking threat in that particular case. You can prefer adding both Masurai and Dalot in your team. So actually, this is how Ruben Amorim works. Since this is his first match, we will see how it goes. So I hope I have provided you all the information you need. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.